They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Hey, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36.
And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back to throw, Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Herbert finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Patterson on the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Marr able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Hall. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Wilson.
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, read.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Wilson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Touchdown, Jets! C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Hooper. And out across midfield, down to the 45. On first down, it's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. Hall. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now. It's Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Here we go. Set. 70 Indy. There's a party out. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Now he steps away. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Fields on 1st down.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Fields now to throw.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint